Yep. What up, everybody, man? It's your boy Darnell. Osiris, man. And look, we got a special guest on this show, man. Just real, man, talking that real talk. Today's guest, we got my bro, man. My brother, man, Cuzzo Fortune in the building. What's going on?
Man, what's happening?
You already know, man, what's going on, man. So we going to jump right into it. This show is about, man, just keeping it real and just talking about stuff that normally wouldn't be talked about. You dig what I'm saying? Osiris actually hit me with the topic, so I wanted to kind of hear what he had to say.
Oh, well, yeah, because a few things happened over the weekend, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about these things. One of them is about self-love.
Okay.
You know? Like, what do men do to show that they have their own self-love? What they do for themselves to make sure that they're taken care of on the inside? Like, okay. You know, women go and do their beauty salons and they do the nails and stuff. But for men, we just work, provide.
Shit, get dressed, man. Iron some clothes, man, and put them on.
Exactly. But what else do you do, though? I mean, like, what makes you, like, you in your own comfort zone, like, you get stressed. What do you do to take yourself and say, you know what? I need a release. Some niggas do weed, some niggas do drinking. It don't matter. But what is your self-love that brings you back to where you get
some good chronic do feel like good self-love. You know, that helps.
You know,
it definitely does.
You mean whiskey and a cigar, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know? But a lot of people don't know that we use those things for us. Mm-hmm. And that's what makes us come back to realization where we thinking without our emotions, but we thinking logical. We bringing our brain back to, okay, I'm stressed, but now I need to calm down and gather my strength and move forward.
Right.
But a lot of women don't ask their man, what does you do to self-love yourself? Mm-hmm. You know, they go and say, I need to get my hair done. I need to go get my nails done.
I need some me time.
Yeah, you need me. Everybody needs that me time. And sometimes that me time might be with your boys or it might just be you. But what is it though? You know, like some people lose it. And they lose it because they put themselves in their father, they put themselves into their family. They spend a lot of time loving their children, loving their wife, going to work, going here, going there, and then still no one asks them, are you okay? They don't. Mm-hmm. As long as you providing, you okay because you doing everything for everybody else. But they don't say, you know what, go take a break, go take a shower, go relax, go watch TV.
Where is the back rub?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but they expect us to do that for them. Mm-hmm. They have a rough day, then, oh, baby, come here, let me rub your feet. Let me rub your back. Kids, let's go play basketball. Let's go spend time together because they stressed out. Mm-hmm. Let me help you with your homework. But then you sitting there, you might pass out on the couch and nobody even wakes you up and say, hey, you good? You hungry? You thirsty? What's up with you? Now, there's women out there that do that, but I'm not saying all women are the same. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that they expect us to already be on that level as men. And that's not right. Because we need that same support, that same love that we give, we need to bring that shit back. And that's all we asking for. Because if you give a woman that gives it back to a man like that nigga ain't gonna never leave her.
Very true.
I mean, he'd just be like, I don't care what side chick got what they gotta give me. This is gonna be my main one. And I'm good with her.
I mean, where's that Beyonce at? You know what I mean? Let me cater to you, because baby, this is your day type feel. You know what I mean?
Jill Scott says it a lot. You want breakfast, you want me to cook you some eggs, you want me to cook some bacon. Those type of people are nowadays don't exist. To me.
I mean, yeah. I would say it's a few, man. We can't put that in the universe. Hate to not run into none of them.
No, not saying that. You know, it's not 100% gone. It's just hard to find. Because everybody...
No, that's true.
You think about a woman, I'm my boss.
I mean, we've been it's just thing got bad. Especially with the way we see things, TV. And, yeah, the bust down is winning right now.
Yeah, because
we don't know if she cooking or not.
And what she cooking, if she know how to cook. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, because, you know, let's face it, like you were saying, man, on TV, what they showing you, you know what I mean? I ain't doing this. I'm gonna get a man to take care of me and this and that and other. Ain't really those old school women no more. They ain't the women that say, you know what, I'm gonna make sure my husband taken care of. If he doing for me, I'm gonna do for him. You know what I mean? But I know Cuzzo Fortune, you know, being a guest on his show, he've experienced a lot of friends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, you know, and I really just depends on where they really got their morals from. I know some that came out of some rough situations, rough housing, and didn't even see that, but end up like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Very caring, understanding, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all about the perspective. Like, I heard this story. You got two boys, they identical twins, and a father. The father was a drunk, and he was abusive. Now, as these sons grew up, one said, I never touched alcohol, and I would never put my hands on a woman.
Right.
The other one
get drunk like a
motherfucker and then start beating on women. But they were the same identical twins, but it was their perspective. And their excuse was, because my father did it. So like you were saying, women can come from a hard place, and they have to change their own perspective of what they want. Right. So everybody has a choice. It's just what choice are we going to choose?
And then, like you said, they go again from what they want. You know what I mean? So what you expect. So you got those that do nurture, and they expect to get nurtured. You know what I'm saying? And then you just got those who just expect it, but then how are they groomed? And then who continue grooming them? And then who gonna say something? You know what I'm saying? So it's really still a community thing if we get all the way to the basis of it, because right now we up against a fight that we would say they turning us out. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a mission for us to get turned out for a long time now. So what we saying that we need and what the black man might need, it's been a fight for them to take that away from us since day one. So when it came with tearing up the home. So now they feel like they don't need, we against each other now. You know what I'm saying? Right. And shit, they did a good ass job.
Yeah, I mean, that is true.
Yeah, so once we figure that out, then maybe we can get back to the root of things. You know what I'm saying? To say, hey, y'all got us. Yeah, we fucked up. Yeah. We see it, we understand it. Now let's get unfucked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a whole nother conversation right there, what you talking about.
Yeah.
Because that just goes back like talking about how what they make us see things over here and keep an eye on that because they don't want us to see what really going on over here. Right. And then to keep us down, they put that pressure to keep us fighting. Because as long as you there fighting, you're never gonna see what's going on over here.
All the way from putting shit in the air. Like I was just chopping it up with my homegirl, especially when it comes to us in America. We the most poison if you think about it. Who is more poison than us? From the air, from when we wake up in the morning to when we go to sleep. You feel what I'm saying?
I think everybody is. You know, everybody taking in that same thing.
Yeah, but then other countries, man, you got natural fruit being ate. You got people being able to heal themselves by the food that they eating.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah. That's just very true. But then, and again, Lord help me with this, man. It goes back to the perspective of a person, of people. You know, whatever you've grown up with, that's what you're going to adapt to. Right. And that's what you're going to carry
up
through.
In these big-ass projects, and they done kicked all the daddies out.
You know, I can't say they kicked all of them out. Some of them daddies made a choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That song
a helpful ass choice.
Nah, because that
came right along with what they was going on here. What you gonna do? Nothing or hustle? What you gonna do? Nothing, because you got to remember most of this is coming from a place where they not giving the black man a chance. Really, from when they did, we was prospering, and they blew that motherfucker up.
Yeah, because, I could say, because Compton was originally a white neighborhood. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then
niggas started joining together because they was really getting punked by the white boys and all that. So they had to form a gang. So then after brothers started getting together, and the first gangs was on behalf of protecting themselves, that's why it was more community activists. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then they had the white rush, where they all slid up out of there. So now you just have a bunch of prospering niggas, because you got to remember, most of they mamas and daddies and everybody owned their homes.
True.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they said, now what do?
True.
We have to bring in drugs and guns.
But what would you say to them individuals who are just now pushing them guns and pushing them drugs, and when they've had opportunities to get scholarships and go to school full time and pursue purpose and pursue great things?
All 10 of them?
Nah.
Just saying.
Nah, there's more than that.
I'm just saying there might be more, but we saying what is helping the people who don't have nothing more at the time, and it was drugs.
But what about now, though?
Now, shit, niggas, they brainwashed. It's a rap, nigga, and they
instant gratification. So I can make 1,000 selling drugs today, or go work and prosper, but it's gonna take me a while to make that 1,000.
Right.
I'm gonna make 1,000 today.
Yeah, or it might just be broke on the internet, sitting at home playing gangster. Flash the gun, flash a little bit of that money. Yeah, that's your homies. You know what I'm saying?
I see that a lot.
And then nigga press in.
And then go to bed because it's bedtime.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But see, the whole science came when they started exploiting us back in the day. So when they brought all this to life with Hollywood and the film, this is what they was pinpointing when it came to the Mac, Superfly, all this. So this is what they showing young niggas. So niggas is seeing basketball players, football players, pimps, and drug dealers.
That's it.
This is what's on TV. So now this is getting brainwashed. It can happen easy. I remember when I was young, I just want to be a straight G, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that seemed like that was the thing to be to me. Yeah.
If you think about it, if you really want to get deep into that, and as we always get sidetracked, but I think this topic is a little bit better. Mm-hmm. If you want to think about it, when there was slavery and segregation, everything was black owned. Black owned their businesses, black owned their homes, black owned everything that was supposed to be black. Mm-hmm. Whites had theirs.
Right.
Then when they said, oh, wait a minute, blacks are prospering with this because we were supporting each other. We ain't got nowhere to go. We support each other. Now you look at that.
Prospering.
It's not the same.
Super cab.
If you start a business right now, you can make more money with strangers than you do if you made with family, because everybody in your family will want to hook up.
Right.
But back in the day, we knew that you were struggling. There was no other place to go to. We gonna make your business thrive as black people. But now it's like, oh, I got views. I got 10,000 views. I got this. I got that. That's the difference. They changed the game on us and the rules, and we didn't grow with it. We got people out there now making that money, but it's all about what he said. Basketball players, movie stars, and all this other stuff. It ain't about growing your own business in the sense of being prosperous and helping blacks grow their business.
You know, to be honest with you, I was talking to Mike about this yesterday, and it was talking about Mike and somebody else. I was talking to him about it, and it was like basketball wives. You know what I'm saying? And how all them girls get on there, and it's just the fact that drama sells. Yeah, we want you to get. We gonna pay you to get on TV. Just act a fool. We don't care. You know, whatever. You know, you can cuss.
Some
fight.
of them might not be acting.
Hey, look at
some of them get paid to go in and cause controversy. And if you don't call controversy, and you just chill. They send you off that next season.
Right. So now we just got to start understanding. Well, that's the name of the game. And the only way you can do something about it is playing with it.
Because that's the thing, BET.
And figure out what message you going to give in the midst of giving messages. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to beat the system right now.
Right.
Niggas ain't together enough.
Right. Because you look at Basketball Wives. You look at, what's the other show? Man, Lord help me with this. Housewives. And you look at Love and Hip Hop. You know what I mean? And all these cats on Love and Hip Hop arguing, acting crazy, and Clovis was,
and to make you be like, nigga, I'm finna watch that later on.
Because drama sells, right? So even Clovis was asking me, who are these people? Who are these people? I had to point out who some of them people were, right? Because you never heard of them until you seen that show.
Right.
And half of them, they didn't got paid. A lot of them are getting paid $200,000 an episode. Some of them are getting paid $17,000 an episode. Some of them are getting paid $1 million an episode, just to go in there and just act dumb and foolish and this and that and other, right?
Yeah.
Just to sleep around. Yeah, just to sleep around with each other, man. So even getting back to the topic of self-love, do any of them have self-love, or do they just find value in how many people watch their show?
Yeah, and probably with that check, nigga, they want to go do a little self-love.
But is it worth it, though? Because some people like, well, you sell your soul for $1 million.
I mean, it depends on all what they was doing, because first of all, they acting. So it just depends on how far you taking it. You know what I mean? How far are you trying to turn yours out?
I mean, how far?
And that's when they get kind of deep. You know what I'm saying?
Essentially, everybody got a price tag.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10.
Yeah,
so
I wouldn't do it.
How much are you willing? But then some of it is just foolishness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It is. It's like, man, you went from the Jersey Shore to you went, Love and Hip Hop, basketball. They even had they went as far as to have a show called Side Chicks.
Yeah.
They had a show called.
They got a show called
my grandpa.
Huh? They got a show called F Boys.
Yeah.
It is what it is. That's what's gonna sell.
Then you got
it's when I tell you it's crazy. It's like they had a show called Side Chicks, and they were not ashamed to get on there to say how many basketball players they slept with, how many marriages they ruined, how many. It's like, and some of the wives are still with the dudes that slept, but to them it's like, oh, as long as he bring that money in, I don't care. I knew the name of the game. Like, that's kind of that's kind of dumb to me, man. Like, you,
baby, I'll see you later.
Pretty much how it is. You feel what I'm saying? Let me go sack check.
Marriage is completely different than the value of those marriages.
But then the whole value of marriage ain't even what they giving us in the first place. It wasn't nothing but a business move.
Some people, I mean, you got your...
This is how it started. This is where the game began. So now we taking from some motherfuckers who came in and basically smothered the game of bullshit. And now you have to pick up out of that. This is where we're living. We're still living Roman culture. So, of course, you know, it's like, man, the best thing you can do is try to get some knowledge and get around those who got some knowledge and go from there.
But is it valuable knowledge, though? You know what I mean? Because with me, marriage is something, you know, ordained by God for me. You know what I mean?
Right,
like
that you made up, not you like that, but that some of the people that made up and said, you know what, the hell with what they originally made this for is for this now. And then that would maybe come more from our culture to where, you know, it was a bonding with one and however it may go. But that ain't how the game started. So that's just like if I make a gang or I make something up, you know what I'm saying, whatever I want to call it. Now you get the ball later on and you say it means something totally different. You know, this is about love and being ordained by God and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I made this shit up like, nigga, I didn't make marriage up for that. I didn't marry up so I can marry her, nigga, and she married me, nigga, and these families collide and we become a superpower.
But do you believe in having multiple wives, though?
I sure do.
I wouldn't. I ain't got the energy for that, for multiple wives.
That's what I'm saying. It might not be for everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You might just have a hard time with her. Man, nigga, this nigga's enough. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when it comes to that, it's we living under the same science that came from somebody else, because before they had the mic, we did have more than one woman. You feel what I'm saying? So when they got the mic, they never even liked the first woman that they had in the first place. That's why they come from don't want to talk too crazy.
No, you
but
good. You free will on this.
Faggotry. You know what I'm saying? That's where it came from. You know what I mean? So this is where it's derived from. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember. So this is where, go back to gymnasium and a whole bunch of things going on in this Roman Empire when they had the mic. You know what I'm saying? And they had the power.
But see, now that piece right there, the gymnasium, they created that to entertain, to keep them off of what was really going on in their society. That whole gymnasium, they threw that in there, and they enslave a lot of people by making them go there, and then they entertain them on this way, so that they can do the fuckery on the back end.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people didn't understand that. We got it now because we call it sports, basketball, baseball, everything.
Yeah, but gymnasium, I'm talking about where it was men going in there messing with men.
You talking about the spas.
Yeah, this is where it was a bunch of gay action going on. Then we got to remember where lesbians even came from. There was an island called Lesbo. So this is where they all chased. This is where you get the whole Xenic warrior and all this came from. When they exiled they women, you know what I'm saying? And they was all over there living, and they would go over there and rape and pillage they own. This is where the whole Xena warrior story came from.
Oh, yeah, I did like that show, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They was over there trying to protect their own from their own. We didn't have these type of problems.
You know what, man? I mean,
we've been around for millions of years. We ain't never fought ours like we fight them now. We've been programmed like this.
So what do you say about the people that do it now? You know what I mean? And our own, killing our own. You know what I mean? But then we want the respect of other cultures and other races.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot of the death toll right now is high in the black community because it's black people killing black people.
Right.
It ain't no white people.
I understand that, and so what? We gonna fix that over here. But y'all don't come over here killing nobody.
That's true.
them Chinese people over there killing each other too, because it's all Chinese over there. Them Europeans over there killing each other because it's all Europeans over there. Now you got all these niggas in this big ass projects who hungry. It's all bad. So of course, we got to look at the circumstances too. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a bunch of happy-go-lucky, eating good niggas just killing each other. They fighting at the chicken house. They ain't fighting over there at the vegetarian spot.
Right now, I mean, you know, a lot of, I don't know what people eating, but I just know a lot of black people are killing black people. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look at their diet.
Is it based on a diet or is it based on?
Still. Come on, man, you getting poisoned every day.
So if you want,
and I guarantee, I'm gonna tell you why I started their diet. Y'all seen that shit when they introduced them big ass chickens, them spicy chickens, nigga, them motherfucking all them chickens. They was tripping at all the Popeyes, wasn't they? All over the land.
Talk about when they made the chicken sandwich and they was over there fighting for the chicken sandwich.
Come on now. Y'all don't know food dope when y'all see it. That was dope.
I don't know. I ain't never had a chicken
sandwich. That was like nigga with the big rocks in the neighborhood. Nigga and the smokers tripping. Nigga got this shit, got this sherm. Nigga got this water. It's that fire, man. They over here on this street, and this the street that probably got the problems.
You got a point here because I can take y'all all over Arizona right now. We can go into the filthy rich neighborhoods. There's only grocery stores there, and they don't have fast foods. They're just
or liquor stores.
Or they don't.
We seen that in Boys in the Hood. They was sprinkling us.
So L.A. is set up. There's a church, there's a gun, and there's a liquor store in the neighborhood. Rodeo Drive is Rodeo Drive. Rodeo Drive is down by USC. That same street goes straight through Beverly Hills. It is the same street. It doesn't change. It doesn't stop. But it's called Rodeo. When we were back in '92, when they were doing that riot back then. Everybody let them burn down the neighborhood. They let them burn. National Guard didn't come in until they said, why are we doing it here? And when they walked down Rodeo to Rodeo Drive, the National Guards with tanks was right in front of Beverly Hills. They didn't bring the tanks to the neighborhood. They brought the tanks and parked them right in front of Rodeo Drive so that nobody can go into those shops and stop them from burning those shops. Because they burned down in the black neighborhoods and nobody stopped it. They just let them burn. And then as soon as they started saying, wait a minute, let's go over here, they brought National Guards out there.
Fast. And I would too.
That's I would
too. I wish you niggas would come over here.
That's where their money is.
Costs all this money, nigga. Is y'all mad?
But that's what it is. They let that happen. And it's just because they don't want us to get what's already out there. That's what's more important. But you can burn down your own neighborhood because we need y'all to.
First of all, that's y'all shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do whatever y'all want. Mm-hmm. But don't come over here. That's what I'm saying. So we over here, look, we can get each other right, man. We do need some more, community activist type time. But that don't give the right for y'all to kill us, and then don't say, well, hey, y'all killing each other anyway.
True.
Nah. Well, let's kill y'all. True. Y'all killing each other anyway.
But here's
because who kills the most white people?
White people.
White people.
But then let me ask you this then, because it was something that
is the Mexicans not over there in Mexico killing the Mexicans?
Yeah,
they tearing each other ass up, taking niggas to jail, letting them back out.
But let me ask you this though. This is my biggest question. Then, what is the number one race that would get online and exploit their own kind? Well, you can say it
for sure.
Yeah. Why? Because until they said it on TV, you never even knew that Elon Musk had 11 kids by different women. You would have never known that all these white professional men got all these kids.
Right. And if I was running this shit, y'all wouldn't know a whole bunch of shit about niggas.
But here's the thing. The reason why you don't hear, oh, this dude ain't nothing is, my baby that, because again, they keep that all in-house. We are the people that go online, oh, my baby daddy ain't nothing and this and that and other. You know what I mean?
True. And I'm pretty sure they lightweight is doing that in their own community with they self.
Right, but they're not going online.
But what we are saying, but we don't really know. They going online tripping. This nigga said he finna go shoot the school up in the morning.
They'll say that, yeah. You ain't never heard a black kid going there and shoot some school up. You ain't never heard of a school in the hood getting shot up. That's one thing that I've noticed.
Somebody mama house.
Yeah, I've noticed this. They will never.
We going after somebody, but we ain't going after just
we ain't gonna mess up our education. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't going out there shooting up no school.
Yeah.
We're bringing it in because we know somebody coming.
And on top of calling my mama, and that's the one
for sure. For this one. Might get away with shooting up this nigga house, but this one, you going to jail for sure.
Oh yeah, you getting caught. But again, it goes back to that self-love thing. You know what I'm saying? You going online, you bashing your baby daddy, you bashing.
This is what's being bred. This is what they're letting be introduced. Let's just say we got 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 gangs.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. Now, if my gang is running shit, then nigga, my shit gonna be the most. Y'all gonna not know what we doing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They motherfuckers is doing what they supposed to do. They gang is running it. So now, what would we do? I would just exploit y'all.
That's because again,
that's where we forgetting, man, and we are at war, and they have made war look so good that niggas forgot.
But again, who's teaching them in the household? Because there's a large percentage.
The TV, internet.
There's a large percentage right now.
That little tablet doing it now.
Your tablet, you got the
First
phone.
It was the radio.
Yep.
Then it was the TV.
Right.
And then once they seen, okay, niggas will copy niggas. Niggas will copy niggas, man. Let's put you niggas on TV.
True.
Let's do it.
True.
Because you would think everything that niggas do that help other people, they got it going on. We gonna wear their clothes. They dressing us. The basketball players, they say, hey man, look, what's the one nigga? He be dunking and all that. Be wearing the crazy clothes. Y'all know who he is. So let's just say him. Mm-hmm. So now I give you some clothes to wear that look crazy. Kind of homosexual. Just a little bit. But I'm going to pay you. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm going to give you, man, $500,000. You wear this, man, before you go play ball. When you walking through.
You mean LeBron?
I'm just saying, man. You think of who wear crazy shit, and I'm talking about him.
I don't know LeBron. I mean, they do be wearing some.
That's what I'm saying. So now, but then that looks cool to the eye. So now these things are selling. They think this is how you're supposed to dress. I go through the same thing with my son, my nephew, all them. I gotta go over there and I gotta talk so bad about what they wearing, and what's going on. Like, nigga, why do I see your knees coming out the pants?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. If I had them, my grandma would have cut them and made them shorts.
Shorts, yep.
You got shorts now. Yeah. Because they got a hole in them.
But that's how pants are coming now. Pants, you coming with the long slits on them and everything.
Yeah, because now they done made it cool. But that's how bad it done got. In our days, we never would have wore no clothes with a bunch of holes in them.
Yeah, that's very true.
Because you got talked about.
Yeah.
Poor. Now I grew up in an era where we tapered our pants at the ankle down. You know, made it so it wouldn't be bailed out. But it wasn't sagging halfway. My drawers wasn't showing. It was like they were up, but they looked tapered. Now they got called skinny jeans, where
you can't get them over the ass.
That's where they stop.
So now this is how I know that we've been fully brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? In our youth, because some shit just don't make no sense. And then you got them little ass clothes on. Why?
You sagging with skinny jeans?
You got this from somewhere, because this ain't normal. You can't even jump a fence.
You can't run.
You can't hide that thing in there.
Yeah.
You can't. We come from the days of clothes so big, nigga. You get on the bus with a gauge.
40 ounces.
Come out with that. Yeah.
Your legs just hurt.
That straight Joker gun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So now they went from brothers being too hard to soft as baby shit.
Yeah, that's true, man. Saying? But again, where's TV, the function? Where's the function in the family home? Because right now, I can honestly tell you, in South Phoenix, there is a lack of fatherhood going on within these homes in South Phoenix.
I'm with it. Let's start one.
You know what I'm saying?
So like
daddies.
What's that? What you talking about is kind of like. Basically, even when it comes to when parents separate, and they award the child to the mother.
Yeah, or not even that. But when they separate, and now you have parents talking bad about each other's.
Oh yes,
I can't stand that.
That is, you about to, bro.
Then what do you do if the kid old enough where he might need to know some of this shit about his mama?
Do you let the mom?
I let this. Okay, so let me just get on this. I don't think any parent should talk bad about any other parent. the child's going to figure it out when they grow up anyway. Because the parent's going to do what the parent is. Mm-hmm. So if the daddy is shit, when they get old enough, he or she going to see their parent as shit. If the mama is shit, they're going to see the same thing. But telling the child at a young age, your daddy is shit, that child's going to automatically grow up thinking his dad is shit, but then find out, wait a minute, all this time I thought you was shit because mama said so, and you not. And now I spent all those years mad at you when I could have been spending those years loving you. Mm-hmm. Now what happens is, now I'm pissed at mom for making me think that way and lose that time with you. So this causes friction in the family. Mm-hmm. So if people just stop being so fucking petty, and worried about what the other person is doing because they don't know what they're doing, so they're gonna make a narrative of that, and they make this fake narrative and say, oh, your dad ain't shit, he don't do nothing for you, he don't buy you shit. But then on the other end, your dad got a whole bunch of stuff at his house, but since you ain't seeing him because she said you can't go see your father, he don't know or she don't know what father's been doing. Now he been growing up thinking his dad don't love him. Mm-hmm. All this time his dad been packing and stacking, waiting for him to come by.
What if he ain't?
And if he ain't, he gonna get mama's truth.
What if he just passing by?
Now if he just passing by, that's a different story.
You get to see your daddy when he wanna hit the mama.
Right. But see, that you already gonna know that though. He gonna know that when that happens, because at that point, wait, but dad only comes through, he only talks to me for 5 minutes but spend 2 hours with you.
In that room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now I know my dad ain't shit. He don't want me, he wants you. I'm just a part of the package. But if I wasn't here, he still would try to come over here. He wouldn't do anything for me. You know? That's just, but they will learn that. Truth will come out. People just don't get it. No matter what's in the dark, it will come to light. And they just lie. People always want to be the victim. They want to feel like they're the ones that's hurting. That's not always true. It's got to be a point where people are grown up motherfuckers. We old enough to know, shut your mouth and let this shit ride. Mm-hmm. If that's a bad person, they gonna figure it out. Just like you figured out as you got old, then they gonna figure it out. Kids are not dumb.
Right.
They're smarter than you.
A couple of them comments might come out here and there, but besides those, just ain't in here talking bad on them motherfuckers.
Yeah. You know, they might slide out, but I mean, just sit there.
Come pick this nigga up.
He getting on my damn
but that's the thing, man. That's my pet peeve is when parents talk
all
back.
This is fucking with self-love.
Yeah. Because the fact is, here's my thing is, what I've understood about a lot of people is that not everybody, but most people know who they're dating after a certain amount of time. You can figure this out. But why you stay with that person? But if you don't have enough
self-love, you might end up staying.
Yeah, accepting it.
Because you maybe feel like, shit, this is what I got. I'm going to stick with him.
This is all I can get. But then you get brainwashed by that dude. Or you get brainwashed by that chick. You know, people got strong manipulation powers.
Yeah, so
you feel what I'm saying?
Falling for shit.
But some people don't. Like, oh, this person, they beat me, but they love me because they talk to me so nice.
Well, see, that part, we come, as people on the outside, we see the beat. But what they didn't see in the beginning was first the loud voice, the grabbing. That's because it starts off small.
Yeah.
And then it just escalates as then we see
how many fuck you niggas you gonna be.
Yeah. You know, hey man, stop saying that.
I'm just playing. But it goes down. But you know, that's real.
Because it's just no one that's where the self-love is lost. Mm-hmm. Because we in my era, I grew up with 50-year parents. They were together 50 years. And we had a lot of old elders in our family that showed us what we needed to know.
Right.
So as we grew up, that's what we look for.
But see, that's where a lot of that came from. That just, I mean, they stuck with their thick and thin. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Whether she got to go down there and get him from the bar every weekend.
Pool hall.
Yeah.
Nobody even have a pool hall no more.
You know what I'm saying? And this nigga got 3 families, nigga, that live in this community.
But again,
they know, they don't know.
They all understand the assignment. Mm-hmm. Back then, everybody knew who they were and what they were doing. Now
we've been bred and fed something else because they seen what they can do with the music.
So if you know this, right? If you know this, what are you doing different to break the cycle? Because people want to, we all can sit here all day. This is going on, brainwash or whatever. But what are we doing to break that bond? What are we doing to break that cycle? That's the biggest thing.
Shit, still giving game while I'm in the middle with a cycle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Twisting and turning, trying to get out, but it's just gonna really take unification within those who understand what's really going on. It just take a little, and I think niggas will be all right. Mm-hmm. It's gonna take the G's, man, to come back and save the land, if you ask me.
But it take the right one, because now you're an OG at what? Now they claim you're OG at what, 32? You're OG at 26, or you're the OG of this thing because you're doing this.
Hopefully if your mind right, and that O and that G can stand for a lot of things. Yeah, old guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might be just an old goon.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. So, I mean, my same question.
Old goofy.
We gonna come up with a few more.
Yeah.
Right? Before the show, before the show is over with.
He thinking about
that. So just remember, man, you don't quite know what the G stand for, man, until you'll get to really chopping it with somebody and understand this motherfucker crazy.
Yeah.
Or he not.
True. So,
you know what I'm saying?
With yours, I mean, what, because everybody at this table got kids, right?
Right.
So.
Everybody got the most.
Yeah, no. Wait, how many kids you got?
8.
Damn, we were right on time.
Yeah.
So we good. So we it's a tie. You just the young buck still working on.
Oh no, I'm fine with the one. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good. It's expensive. I don't know how y'all did it. Yeah, brother. Diapers ain't cheap. But
that shit they put in the community. Still in the cycle. Still in the cycle. No, I'm just
No, it's with mine. I teach them about the red flags. I teach them about how people are. Mm-hmm. I teach them people skills.
Right.
Where did you learn these people skills from?
My dad.
Right.
And my mom.
Right.
And then just in general, just being out there, just paying attention. I grew up with both my parents, but I had like a group of women who I call the Seven Syndicate. Mm-hmm. And they were ranges from 60 to same age as me. And just listening to them talk and listening to what they were saying, I learned a lot about people. And I took those skills. At first, they were used for game. And then now they became core values to where I'm like, okay, you need to know these red flags when you see them. People they're going to be nice to you, but they're not nice to you. They want to know something about you so that they can tear you apart.
Or build you up.
They could be. That's what I said. They could be. There's people who are going to be nice for you. They're going to support you. But then you also got to understand who is supporting you and who's not.
Right.
And you got to see it because it's quick. There's a lot of things that people don't pay attention to. And they got scientists got them out there. They call micro expressions and stuff like that, where you can talk to somebody in 5 seconds and know if they're lying to you.
True.
And you can talk to someone, you can know if that person's being real with you in 5 seconds. So when you went back and said, how do you know, now these relationships, how long it takes for you to know somebody? They gonna let you know. You just gotta pay attention to it. If you don't pay attention to people, then you're not gonna, and you just walking around just oblivious to stuff, they gonna get you. But if you start talking to them and paying attention to them when they talk, somebody gonna tell you something. Mm-hmm. Quietest man in the room is the smartest man in the room. Because all you gotta do is observe, because everybody's gonna say what they're gonna say, and you're gonna learn a lot about people. Mm-hmm. You don't have to say nothing so that they can think you're smart. Because you can say a lot and be dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. I didn't say nothing because you didn't know nothing.
True, yeah. True. And then even with mine, man, you know what I'm saying? Because I was one of them bad kids, you know what I mean? Like I was...
you a bad adult. Shit. No, I'm just yeah.
You know what I mean?
I be on my kid big.
You know what I'm saying? I be on my own type of time sometimes, but at the end of the day, man, I just know I have a responsibility. So when my child was born, I was like, man, look, dude, this got to be different. Me and your mama, we may go through some stuff, but we ain't splitting up. You know what I mean? This is stability. I'm gonna show my son stability. I'm gonna show you ain't gotta run out there, jump. I've done it, where you jumping from girl to girl. You got this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
wrong.
You know what I'm saying? And
they're making a lot of wrong ones now.
And you ain't.
I'ma leave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find myself.
Yeah. Self love.
Find myself for a minute.
Yeah. Right. You know what I mean?
So I quit.
It's crazy.
You ain't doing right.
It's crazy out here, man. But that's the thing. that's my biggest thing. I want to break that cycle. I want to show them that, you know, love and stability in relationships is a real thing.
It
you
is.
know what I mean?
If your mama ain't right, just come to my house. Stability.
He ain't getting married. You married?
Nah, he ain't.
That's what I said. Everything he said, I'm over here.
Yeah, I was just saying.
He ain't
You know,
Yeah.
these is your mamas. Shit, you got like 4 mamas.
Oh man, dog. But no, I truly, man, I appreciate this conversation, man. We gotta have Cuzzo Fortune back on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Don't even trip. What nights is this?
This is Tuesday nights,
Tuesday
man.
nights. It's on.
You know what I mean?
Football.
It's almost over
It's
anyway.
y'all,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Y'all got some plans for the Super Bowl, man? Cause I know
Your house.
you going to mine. I'm not even gonna be there.
Where you going?
Just to see a black quarterback win.
Yep. I'm gonna be at the stadium.
Outside of being black, I just want to see if he's made up what he's supposed to be made. He's been there 3 times. This is the 3rd time there. He won 1, lost 1. What he gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't
Because
know.
I mean, the first 2, I say, well, he got there, he lost it, came back, he won it. Okay. Now you want to be in the lead? Then win this one. Then I put him up there with the rest of them.
But no matter, you know what I've learned, even in these sports now, no matter if you good, you bad, you ugly at the sport or whatever, they still gonna promise you a couple $1 million. Look at Zion.
They should.
Look at Zion Williams. They recruited him, gave him a rookie
These is
contract.
the best slaves ever.
Oh man, that dude, he was over 300 some pounds. Second year in the league.
Yeah.
Came in out of shape, still throwing and then extended his rookie contract. So he was still getting like, I don't know, a couple million, I think close to 100 something million.
Yeah, and you know white folks
you
felt
last
great
5
about
years
him.
in the football, you getting a couple $100,000. That's your retirement. All you gotta do is last 5 years.
Yeah, but I seen some little story about how all of them broke.
If they because someone blow their money. Look at Allen Iverson. He wasn't saving money at all, and he couldn't get the rest of his money to now.
Right.
You
At least he
feeling-
back on.
Nah, not as much, but
Hey, nigga, you on. You ain't got to rob nor steal.
you know what I mean. Look
Yeah.
at LeBron James. They threw that dude. He making $300-something million. You know what I'm saying? That's his contract. Look at Stephen
Yeah.
Curry.
And look, and he making all that money, and he got on there and talked bad about Kyrie.
Oh yeah.
That's a whole nother
Hey, man, but at the end of the day, what you gonna do?
You gotta watch them niggas. They pay the most.
Let me ask y'all this though. Who was the one that it wasn't Kyrie? Was it Kyrie? Where he said something about it. He just mentioned, he tweeted something about a movie.
Yeah, that was Kyrie.
That Kyrie, and then they just
got
started
on his ass.
Oh my god!
And
like,
let me tell y'all
anti-Jew.
something. This we talking about them gangs again, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Talk bad about my gang. You niggas over there talk bad about my gang. Nigga, I'm finna get on y'all ass.
Yeah.
What? Even if I'm full blown lying about what my gang do and who we is. You know, be getting exposing us.
Man,
I'll
I'm
shut all this shit down.
And that's exactly what
I'll
happened.
shut all this shit down.
They suspended that dude.
So until niggas can hold their own
You want to
ground.
go a little deep and talk about like what they call the 1%ers. There's like the big corps and the big 3, the big 5. Watch these movies. Watch them.
Yeah.
They talk about big 3, big 5. Those things exist, but they ain't gonna let you
So
know.
it's a big 3, a big 5, these movies?
No, that's not the name of the movie.
Oh.
In movies, you hear like you watch them. They talk about, and then they show this like special secret society and all that. All that that ain't no fabrication.
That's okay. Back to my gang, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing slick shit in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving you little gems, little codes. Let me know I'm kicking y'all ass.
Man,
Yeah.
look at
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make niggas from y'all gang be gay in my movies.
man, look
I
at
might make you wear a dress.
You going way back. I know what you're going with this one.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? This is what's going on.
It's called initiation.
Yeah. So once we understand that. Okay, let's just not say war to make it so harsh, but it's different sets running things, man.
true.
Everybody doing what they supposed to do, but us.
But we also the only one that will tell somebody that they lose it. You lose your blackness if you do this. You lose this. Ain't no
Depending
other
on
race.
depending on what you doing though. Please, let some of them white boys get that 2 niggas, man. And look, let one of them white boys go to the prison or the Mexicans go to the joint talking about they a Crip. this is a black thing. Nigga, they finna whoop your ass right up out of that.
That's a whole nother society. That's a whole. I ain't never been. That's a whole nother society.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, they not finna let you. That's like somebody from your gang now, but they representing and acting like the people from mine. You gonna have a slight problem with that. Nigga, what you acting like them people for?
Yeah, true. Just look at. I was watching one of the shows I'm stuck on right now is Godfather of Harlem.
I just started watching that one.
You ever seen it?
First 2 episodes.
So it talks about what's his name? What's his name? Talks about one of it was like a big drug dealer, right?
Yeah, it was my God, what was his name?
Which one? The one that never got caught?
Nah, he got caught.
He got caught. He got caught. Came out.
Who?
And what's the guy's playing? Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker plays him.
Bumpy Johnson. What's no?
Bumpy Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah. So he comes out of jail after doing 12 years, right?
Right. Looking good, smelling good.
Sure, because
I'm telling you, TV is fucking us up.
Yeah, because they
don't show you nothing about them 12 years. They show that nigga coming out on top.
Man, I'm telling you. But here's what they don't tell you, right? So the whole thing is he had a partnership with the mob, right? So he was protected by the mob. So come out, they were still making money from him. He comes out, he says, yo, Brooklyn is mine. No, my bad. He said Harlem is mine. So he goes to war. He goes to war with another head guy from the mob, and so the mob comes in, like the big dogs come in and say, y'all can't touch him. Y'all can't touch him. Y'all can beef with each other, but you can't touch him, and you can't touch him. Y'all can go make money, do this and that and other. They can kill people around y'all, but you can't touch him, and you can't touch him. So it's like, man, the whole movie, the show is crazy as heck, man. Like it's a crazy show, but it breaks it down. It was like, as dumb as you think we are, as dumb as you think black people are, I guarantee you they molecules kick faster than yours. Cause you know what I'm saying.
And they know this. That's why we poison for when we get up to.
If they keep it, damn. My dad told me a parable. I don't want to say a parable, a story, but it's probably out there. You get black ants and get red ants. You put them in a jar. Now, everybody knows black ants and red ants, they'll fight all day long. But if you put them in a jar, nothing happens. Nothing happens. They just walk around all day long. You shake that jar, they start killing each other. All they doing now in society is shaking the jar. We just going around killing. We could have lived right there together, and nothing would have happened if they didn't shake the jar. That's what they're doing right now, shaking the jar.
And they shake that motherfucker with cocaine and meth
and keeping them high. And then after you get high, go give them a gun and they go kill. Oh, we're gonna put a church there so you can pray for them.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they do.
And we don't want to get on that.
No, don't get on that one right now. We get that one, another one.
But I know one thing. I think I done seen Batman save more people than Jesus. But I ain't seen. We talking about looking. Heard.
Man, look, I look at it like this, man. If y'all want to catch the real glimpse of some stuff, go back and watch a bunch of Simpson episodes from like the 2000s.
Oh, Simpson told it.
They predict when somebody else.
You got to remember, they 10 years ahead already, so they already know what's going on. Just like we plan for these events that we do, we already know what we doing on Juneteenth. We already know what we doing when the march comes. You feel what I'm saying? We ahead of the game. So they are ahead of the game. So they know what's going on 10 years plus. They know what's going on. The shit that they making now, that's already made, they put in the movies. So we can get ready to see it later on. And everything is being coming to life. Everything. From the Terminator. Y'all seen the shit about Terminator? You remember the Terminator? And that little melting shit?
What year was that? That year
was like 89. I think 84 or something like that.
The year that the future was supposed to be in.
Oh yeah, they were claiming that 2015, the future, we're gonna be in flying cars.
And they were claiming like maybe 2020, 2030, like right around the corner. We was already supposed to be on that level at this point.
So they was already on that level then.
Simpson do predict a lot of things that they said that happen now in the future that the
we can call it predict,
but it's never. I think everything's planned.
But if it was already planned, they already knew this was coming.
Yeah, you gonna have 5 movies talk about coronavirus way before coronavirus started.
That's the thing. The Simpsons was talking about the bubble, like everybody's gonna be in a bubble, right? And so they put this big bubble over the city where you couldn't get out of.
what happened when COVID happened? Everybody was in this bubble. You know what I mean? They put the basketball players in this bubble. They put the city in a bubble. Like, they called it a bubble.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? And so, you know, it's a lot of things that go on. Like, when I seen that, I'm like crazy, because like the Terminator came out, the first one came out in 1984. Right. You know what I'm saying? And
if you read the overview of what year it's supposed to be that they went to the future of it.
I don't know. You had Judgment Day at 91.
No, not that part. It's let me go on my laptop.
Nah, it's just some crazy stuff, man. But look, I'm super excited about this, man. I know, again, man, you know, Cuzzo Fortune gonna be a, you know what I'm saying?
I'm in here.
Yeah, he on his official now, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be some arguments, you know what I mean? There's gonna be some debates, especially when we start talking about Jesus. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because I still don't understand that one.
Yeah, but we're gonna get it in.
1984, they sent an assassin from 2029. That's 6 years from now. The assassin came from 2029.
I mean, look at Demolition Man. You know, man, when at the beginning of the movie where they didn't put him in jails, they put him in ice
cryodomes.
Yeah, cryodomes. You know what I mean? Now, I mean, it has been years since people talking about they want to freeze their bodies so they can just live forever. You know, they come out the cryodomes and they 165, but they still look like they 70. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and
you know, like we watch these movies where they only say, okay, only a certain few of the world is going to be able to go into space. Mm-hmm. Well, we already saw 2 billionaires test it out and walk around in space. Before, you had to be a genius, you had to be an astronaut, you had to go through all this practice just to get in NASA to go up in space. Mm-hmm. Now, if you have $1 billion, you just make your own trip and go up in space.
That's exactly what
they're trying to get away from that sun.
Yeah, he talking about
sun tearing their ass on.
He says, I don't know, it's some amount of years that people gonna be living on Mars.
Yeah, they gonna have to.
And I was like,
and the Earth getting hot.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Phoenix
and they know, and it ain't like they can really fuck us all off because we absorb the sun. Without us, people would burn to death.
The brother getting deep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why. I mean, we just got to realize what it is and what's going on, and then we'll be able to get ourselves together. But as long as we stay blind to the fact that there are people against us, we gonna be short.
But here's the thing: you can't neglect the fact that our own culture is against us.
Yeah, you know, so gonna move them niggas out the way too.
See, but here's the problem: our culture is I paid attention to it. We will step on each other to try to advance in life, and then talking about, I'm for my culture. Well, you just stepped on people just to get to where you're stepping on. It means.
Well, I mean, if they the wrong niggas, man, crunch.
You try to make it so simple.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
We try to get deep.
I'm just letting you know.
Those are not the ones I'm talking about.
That's just like, you know what I'm saying? My grandpa told me back in the day. See, what we got to remember is, okay, we just saying black, but a lot of us, we all black, but then some of us is black inside and out. And what I mean by that is, like, say, a lot of our people got raped, right? Mm-hmm. So when our ancestors got raped, they got raped by the slave master, right? Mm-hmm. So now they have the baby and it goes down and down. You don't think some of these niggas still got their great-great-great-great-grandpa DNA?
It's always gonna be in there.
So this nigga's wired different. See, some niggas is wired like niggas in and out. Some you look like a nigga on the outside. This nigga ain't wired like one. Yeah. But some shit is common sense.
True. That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? And to be able to just throw your own under the bus like that, you had to been taught that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's just natural to kill your own.
Oh,
you know
you've definitely been picked up. You definitely picked up them traits. You had to.
So once they knew, man, if we can get our DNA, you know what I mean? Back to these gangs. So I tell my set, look, if we can get our DNA into them, we can turn them motherfuckers like us just a little bit.
So basically,
yeah, just like when we seen
infiltrating their gang.
Yeah,
and since they already infiltrated our gang.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go infiltrate y'all gang by sending mine over there to mix DNA. Mm-hmm. So some of this shit that we is a kind of rise on up in you. You know what I mean? We know some of that shit is up in you. We just gotta bring it out now.
Man, it's
we're not doing doing nothing to clean ourselves. We're not doing anything to get unpoisoned. So after so many niggas is so poisoned, then nigga, you just crazy. And it ain't nothing to do with them. You gotta say, hey man, if you don't think like this, you don't be like this, cause y'all just step over there then. Maybe it'll kick in later. But I know if we build it, they'll come. And first thing you gotta worry about is self. Mm-hmm. Because our number one destroyer is what we put in our own mouth. That's what's killing us the most.
What do you mean by that?
What we eat.
Oh, okay.
That's where our destruction is coming from.
You know who said that, man? One of my favorite battle rappers named Loaded Lux.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, I guess he was on his podcast show, and he was like, man, you know what I'm saying? You can't think straight because you eating Wendy's. Yeah. He was like, man, dude was like, I ain't eat fast food in so long, but he was like, dude.
They say you are what you eat.
Yeah.
This nigga eat Twinkies and cakes and shit. You old Twinkie ass nigga, man. Because everything we eat, this is what we rebuild in our body. So then you go take some big plate of food, eat that, and turn that into you. Besides what you should.
Because basically, it goes in your body. You breaking out everything, the sugar. Everything goes out to what they call the waste, but it still goes into your body.
And that turning that into, the nigga you is tomorrow.
Yeah, 'cause I can honestly say,
so now, they got all these niggas eating retarded meat.
You must be talking about the vegans.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you got these niggas eating retarded meat now, period. These chickens, it ain't this many chickens. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
And how you gonna have a different breast at churches, at Popeyes, and at Kentucky Fried?
Because these different chickens. These is retarded chickens. Clone chickens. So a clone chicken is really a retarded chicken, kind of, right?
It's something.
Kind of, right? This motherfucker a little off. So you took a piece of this. Boom, this ain't the original.
No, it's not the original. And they create.
You know what, man?
So yeah, nigga, you liable to trip out. You liable to be dysfunctional. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I feel you. Well, look, man, I appreciate y'all stopping by here, man, checking out this podcast. Every Tuesday is going down at 7:30, man. I'm Darnell.
And I'm Osiris.
And then with our guest,
Big Cuzzo Fortune,
you know, who is now going to be just a normal on the show, man. He brings some good life, man. So again, man, we appreciate you guys, man. Again, this show brought to you by the Arizona Informant Newspaper, Arizona Informant Foundation, AZI TV, AZI Podcast, man, and AZI Radio. So man, catch us every Tuesday 7:30, man, on all your platforms, man. We'll see you guys again.